What is going on, guys? Brad here from Pickdawgz.com. I got a pick in this Florida versus Houston college national championship basketball game going down on Monday, April 7th, 2025. Here at Pickdawgz, we drop the most free pick videos out of anyone, so click that subscribe button, drop a like. It helps us out a lot. If you guys are looking for the picks like the best, the picks like the most, including my $19 play of the day, go to Pickdawgz.com, click the premium pick section, or click the link in the description of this video. You will find all my plays there. For all my big bettors out there, we do offer a VIP one-on-one service as well. This is for people with larger bankrolls and high rollers. Where's our normal premium picks? Have something to offer to everyone. So if you are looking for that extra level of service and VIP sounds like something more up your alley, text the number on the screen and my man Kasi will get right to you. But alrighty, guys, we have made it. The last game of this college basketball season. And let me tell you what, it is a good one, man. We got the Florida Gators and the Houston Cougars going at it. When I made my bracket, I had these two teams in the finals. I'm number one in the Pick Dawgz March Madness bracket. Little subtle brag there. But, watching the tournament, I thought that Duke was the best team. I was like, in the back of my mind, I was like, damn, I should have just picked Duke to win it all. This team looks like far the best team in the country. And they had Houston. They had Houston on the ropes. I still don't understand how they lost that game. I mean, I was watching that game, and just out of nowhere, Houston was up. And I was like, what the hell? That was crazy. And I think Duke was just a little bit young and immature, whereas, this Houston team is a veteran team. Guys like LJ Cryer have already played and won a national championship. A lot of people forget that, but LJ Cryer was on that Baylor team a few years ago. So, this Baylor team is very experienced, and I think that was kind of the X factor there at the end. And the fact that Houston was able to force Duke to go on some really long scoring droughts was very impressive. We all know Houston coming in to this tournament was the best defensive team in the country. That is what they prided themselves on. That's how they've won so many damn games this season. But Duke was the best offensive team in the country. So it really shows, man, that offensive defensive matchup. There's a reason why people say defense wins championships. And I think watching that game on Saturday night was a big example for that. But Houston has to play the Florida Gators now. And I've been saying that, I've been extremely high on this Gators team. I have a Florida State sign behind me. So I hate the Gators. But I know ball, and they've been extremely well all season long. I picked them to win the SEC championship. And like I said, when I made my bracket, I picked the Florida Gators to win it all. This matchup, man, it's all going to be all eyes on the guards. Walter Clayton Jr. and LJ Cryer. This is the matchup everyone's going to have their eyes on. Walter Clayton has been, in my opinion, the best player in this tournament. We've seen him put the Gators, this whole Gators team on his back in that Texas Tech game where they had a battle back. And then on Saturday against Auburn, they were down, and, Walter Clayton Jr. had to put up another 30-piece for them to squeak out a win. So that's what kind of worries me about Florida in this game, is that I feel like they're putting too much pressure on Walter Clayton Jr. When in the regular season and in conference play, we saw a lot of players on this Gators team contribute when it comes to an offensive perspective. But when you watch these last two Florida games, no one's really doing shit besides Walter Clayton Jr. So I think if Florida wants to win this game, man, some of these guys need to get involved. Someone else has to contribute to the scoreboard. It just can't be the Walter Clayton Jr. show, because let's be real, man, Houston has the defense to, put all their attention on him, stop him, and force other guys to score. And this game is just going to be a game of contrasting styles, similar to Houston and Duke. You got Houston who wants to slow things down. If Houston wants to win this game, I think they got to keep Florida, probably 70 or under, 75 or under. Whereas, Florida plays best when it's a shootout type of game. So this is a tough one, guys. This is a tough one. I went back and forth, and I try to look at every reason to why Houston could win this game, and I think Houston has a really good shot in this game. If Houston wants to win this game, it'll have to be in the trenches. They'll need Tugler and Roberts to out-physical Florida's bigs, but I don't think that will happen, man. Florida's bigs, don't get me wrong, they haven't been dominant this season or this tournament when it comes to an offensive perspective, but they've been really strong on the glass. They've been very physical. They've been good on the defensive side of the ball. I don't think Florida's bigs are going to get bullied by Houston's bigs, and that's how Houston's going to win this game. I'm going to take Florida, man. I'm going to stick with my pick. I'm going to stand on business here. I think this Houston team is really good. They're really strong, and they definitely can win this game. I think this is honestly a coin flip type of game where either squad could win, but I think Florida just has that X factor with Walter Clayton Jr., man. He is playing out of his mind. Like I said, I think he's the best player. He was the best player in this whole tournament. And I think he's going to be an X factor. And I think he has another big game. And I think Florida wins this one and covers. So it's tough. I went back and forth on this one, guys. If you're on Houston, I totally understand. I totally understand. This is a tough one. I think it's going to be an incredible game. But I'm going to have to roll with the Florida Gators and Mr. Walter Clayton Jr. Appreciate you guys watching this, man. It's been a hell of a college basketball season. Let's give it a clap. It's been a hell of a college basketball season, man. I'm kind of sad to see it go. I really am. College basketball is my favorite sport to bet on. So till next year. I appreciate all the people who've been rocking me this college basketball season, through all the wins, the bullshit losses, the buzzer beater non-covers, the buzzer beater covers, all the sweats. It's been fun. Appreciate you guys watching this, man. Drop in the comments you're taking. I know you got to play in this game. Even if you disagree with me, the Houston people, drop it in comments. I want to hear why you're taking Houston. All my Florida people, I want to hear why you're taking Florida. Let's finish the season off strong. Check out my $19 play, like I said. Most importantly, though, subscribe to Pick Dawgz on YouTube because we're just trying to help you guys win some money. I'm going to catch you on the next one.